My name is Nick Georgiev and I'm here to represent Antelope Audio with Abbey Road Institute Paris, and I'm going to deliver a workshop on our gear and our brand new microphones which we set up in this lovely space to record a band. The philosophy of the company really is about delivering pristine sound quality and a lot of features in a relatively compact size. When it comes to converters, I think most people would agree that the best converter would be one that doesn't have any sound. It's a transparent sounding converter. And there's a similar philosophy that is related to the clocks, which the company is also known for, and also the modeling mics which were released recently. They also sound very clean when you don't use the emulations that are included with them. So overall, the whole sound quality, is very clean, very transparent, very high definition. The modeling mics, they come in two families. You have the Verge and the Edge microphones. So the Verges are a single diaphragm fixed cardioid mics, and the Edges have three models. One that has a single output and it's a fixed cardioid polar pattern. The second one is the Edge Duo, which has two outputs and requires two mic pre's, but it allows the users to vary the polar pattern in the post-production as well. So you can record the two outputs, and then in your DAW you can actually change the polar pattern during the mix stage. And then there is also the Edge Quadra, which is very similar to the Edge Duo, but it's two Edge Duo microphones on top of each other. That creates a stereo microphone which allows for various coincident stereo techniques, such as XY stereo or mid-side, and also figure 8 Bloomline coincident stereo pairs. So the Duo and the Quad output mics allow to change the polar pattern, but also they allow you to change the mic model. So the idea there is that we've managed to extract and sort of measure accurately in a very good anechoic chamber in Germany the sound characteristics of lots of vintage and classic microphones. And most of these microphones have distinct, so to speak, imperfections which actually make for their color and their character. And so the idea is that when you have a really transparent microphone, such as the Verge and the Edge, you can then imprint the captured sound in the anechoic chamber on top of the recording and make the recording to sound as if it were recorded with one or another microphone, including both condenser and dynamic or ribbon microphones. And I think this just allows for lots of flexibility in the mix project. And also, essentially with a single microphone, you can get lots of different sounds. So essentially, we're going to start with the presentation. I'm going to show some of the things that we do and explain some of the unique features that some of the products have. And then we're going to move into a more interactive, more hands-on workshop type of event where we're actually going to record the musicians. I was given information that we're going to record violin and acoustic guitar, but also both performers sing. So we're going to have mics, for the vocals and as well for the violin and the guitar. And my idea really is to use the polar patterns and the fact that I can vary the polar patterns in a musical way in order to deal with the spill. So when I'm recording the acoustic guitar, how's the mic that recording the acoustic guitar going to pick the sound of the violin and the singing? And how to actually manage, the spill with the correct use of the polar patterns. So that's, one of the main aspects, to show that really I think one of the main questions in recording engineering is where are you going to put the mic? Yeah, and what mic are you going to choose? This is so important. After the performance of the musician, and of course the room and the instrument, I think this is the next most important question. So that's where I'm going to put the accent, to listen when you record and to take your decisions based on listening. And of course, informed decisions that are based on understanding the technical aspects of the gear that you use.